Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin from the Church of Awesome. Okay, so I want to start this video out with this word kindness. So a lot of empaths are very kind people. They think you're supposed to be nice. Yet angels are warriors. Angels are healers and they're warriors. They heal and they can destroy. Most of the time when you see images or paintings of angels, they usually have a sword and a shield and some form of armor on, like a soldier, like a warrior. So one of the tricks that we were tricked, and it was a trick, is it is either or. It's either A or it's B, and there's no other possibility, and you can't have both. So you were taught that you're either a nice person or you're not. So if you're not nice, that must mean that you're a mean person. Not true, total lie. One of the beliefs that goes along with that is you're either weak or you're strong. So if you're nice, that means you have to be weak. It does not mean that. See, the thing is, narcissists do everything in their power to convince you that you're not allowed to fight back. You're not allowed to stand up for yourself. You're not even allowed to verbally stand up for yourself. Because they want victims. They want people that they can just walk all over. They don't want to be threatened. They don't want someone to fight back. Because they're very weak individuals. They're all bark and they have no bite. And when you bite back, they're like, oh shit, and they don't want to deal with it. Okay. So one of the keys that they have is they have to convince you that it's wrong to be strong, it's wrong to be powerful, it's wrong to stand up for yourself, it's wrong to protect yourself, let alone fight back. But it's not. They lied. So would you say someone that's trying to manipulate you and convince you not to stand up for yourself while they're attacking you, hurting you, doing mind games, would you say that person's a strong person or a weak person? Yep, that's right. They're a weak person. They just want you to be even more weaker so you don't do anything, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to do what they're doing. So weak people are not nice people. They're very mean. They hurt people. It's because they're weak. Strong people are the ones that are kind. So if you're a kind person, you're also a strong person. You can't truly be kind to people if you don't have any sort of inner or internal strength. If you have internal strength, you can be kind through the rough times. People that are weak inside, they can't. They don't have the strength to do it. So in order to be kind, you have to have strength. Now, the trick was they convinced you to be nice, to be soft. People that are nice, they're weak. They let people walk all over them. They let people abuse them. They let people hurt them. They let people take advantage of them. Because you were lied to and convinced, well, yeah, but I'm supposed to be nice. I mean, I'm either nice or I'm mean. No, that's not true. You have every right in the world to be assertive, to be strong, to stand up for yourself, to say no to people that are hurting you, manipulating you, taking advantage of you, etc., etc. So from this point forward, I would prefer that you would choose to be kind to people, not nice. Because nice is soft. Now, there's nothing wrong with being soft. I'm a very soft. Okay, watch this. I'm kind of the opposite of what most people would say is strong. On the outside, I'm a very soft person. People feel very, very comforted by my energy. On the inside, I'm an extremely internally strong person. Now, people that put up a mask on the outside and act strong and they flex their muscles all the time, they flex their face and they talk like this, that's fake. It's not real. It's a thin paper mask. It's weak. It's cowardly. And those people literally fold like a piece of paper, like a piece of cardboard when any kind of wind comes along, any kind of hurricane, any kind of storm. They literally just fold and fly away. They're not going to be there for you. They're not going to stand up for you because they can't. They get blown away at the first sign of wind. This is why it's always been about the internal, about being strong within. It's always been about internal strength. See, narcissists never develop this. This is why they do all these external mind games and all these external control things. It's because internally they're not strong. They can't stand on their own 2 feet. They need people to support them, to supply them, to give to them, to be the emotional abuse punching bag and on, because they can't deal with their own emotions. So they have to literally, listen closely, take it outside, external, on someone else. Because internally, they can't deal with any of their own stuff at all, and they have no intention of it because they're too weak and they know it. This is why they always have a supply of people on hold waiting, and this is why they treat people and abuse them and humiliate them and beat down the self-esteem. So like, okay, well, this person just left me because they caught on to my games, so now I got these other people I can pick and choose from. They need someone all the time. When they go without someone for more than a day or two, they start losing their stuff. I mean, they lose it. So there's a couple of internal awareness, not a couple, there's actually dozens of internal awareness techniques that I teach that reconnect you to yourself. And this is what begins to strengthen the internal bond with yourself. That's what this is all about. If there was one purpose that why are human beings here, it's to reconnect with yourself. It's to develop this connection and to strengthen it more and more and more, to where you're essentially just a solid and emotionally grounded being who is internally strong, and you have this comfort and softness around you so people can feel comfortable and safe around you. See, when you have the external false mask ego toughness, people can see right through it. They can feel it, they can hear it, they hear it in your voice, they see it in your facial expressions, everything's overly expressed, I'm tough. People read that a mile away, man. And even the people around people like that will feel sorry for them, just kind of go along with it. Like, okay, well, this is just the way they are. So developing that internal strength where you don't need people to go along with it. You don't need people to kind of support this false reality that you're creating. It's a wonderful experience to be strong on your own, to just deal with your own emotions. See, okay, the internal awareness techniques and the emotional grounding techniques that I teach, these teach you how to reconnect with your emotions that are hurting, your guilt, your shame, your fear, your sadness, your fear and anxieties. And what happens is they start to calm down, they start to feel better, and they start to heal because they realize, oh, I have a teammate, I have somebody on my side. The most important thing that you need to do, if I could tell you one thing, is for you to be on your own side. That's what this journey is about. That's what all of this is about. In the Bible, in the New Testament, where Jesus says, he and she, left brain is male, right brain is female, he and she shall be married one unto each other. See, when I was in college, I was studying I was studying psychology, I was also studying hypnosis, I was studying NLP, and then I began a few years later studying energy healing. And they all talk about the left brain, the right brain. The left brain is the male brain, the right brain is the female brain. Psychology, hypnosis, NLP, and energy healing says the same thing. Well, the left brain is what they call the male energy. The right brain is the female or the feminine energy. And I was like, wow, what a coincidence. They all say the same thing about the same thing. They might slightly use different terminologies, but they're both saying male, female, masculine, feminine, internal and external energy. Even ophthalmologists, eye doctors, it's the same thing. You've got your foveal vision and you've got your peripheral. Foveal means focused, which is left brain logical. And they'll tell you like, yeah, that's the left brain foveal system. Okay, the right brain is the peripheral system. Well, neurologists have the same system. You got your peripheral nervous system and you've got your, I don't know if they call it foveal. They don't call it foveal. They call it, oh man, I just forgot about it. But the point being, it's the same systems with ever so slightly different verbiage or words. And one thing I began to learn is in psychology, you start learning how a lot of times the left hemisphere is on a different rhythm than the right brain's hemisphere is on a different rhythm. You know the heart monitors you have in the hospitals go beep, 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 right? They go up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, when you connect the hemispheres to these machines, the left brain is on one rhythm, right? And the other one's, the right brain's on a totally different rhythm. And what this means is your hemispheres are not, N-O-T, not in sync, which means information is not transferring from left to right, left to right. It means they're in two different worlds doing their own thing, and they're not in rapport. They're not on the same wavelength, literally. So here it is: psychology, neurolinguistic programming, hypnosis, 3 different forms of energy healing, and the Bible. Jesus are talking about left brain, right brain, the male energy, the female energy, the he, the she. And then during this 5-week training in Hawaii, Dr. Tad James said, this is about the 3rd or 4th week of the training, when we really began to understand what rapport is and how important it is. He said the reason why your clients are your clients is because they are out of rapport with themselves. He said they came to you because this is what's causing their problems. They're coming to you for you to help them to gain rapport with themselves, meaning their left brain and their right brain. The right brain is the internal brain, meaning it literally is your self. Most people are externally focused in the modern world. They have no awareness of their self, so they're disconnected. And they try to eat food to fill up that disconnection, to fill up that emptiness. They try to drink. They try to party with their friends. They try to have sex. They do all these things, even become workaholics, because there's this void, this I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not, like, something's missing, and they're going to try to fill that void with something outside of their body. You can't. That's not the way it works. All the ice cream, all the food, all the money, all the cars, all the girls, all the sex, all the workaholicism, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, because you think, well, if I work hard, then I'm a good person. None of this stuff will leave you feeling content, whole, and complete. And that is the goal. Learning how to connect with yourself, gaining rapport with yourself, put your left hemisphere and right hemisphere on the same wavelength, and that's when you feel calm, you feel relaxed. All the stress goes away, all the anxiety goes away, all the fear, all the worry, all the guilt, and all of it goes away, and you're just left there feeling content. You just feel good for no reason at all. Anyone who tries to convince you that you have to live a perfect sinless life, that you're not worthy, that you got to do these acts to become good enough for God or to feel good about yourself, those are false prophets. They are leading you in the wrong direction. That will never ever work. As long as you believe you're not good enough, no matter what God does, you're going to go, okay, well, I got to live a perfect and sinless life. See, okay, the whole thing about Jesus came down to forgive you of your sins. And I believe you did. I bet you've done this more than once, where you literally got baptized. You surrendered your heart and soul over to Jesus, and you accepted Jesus's gift of forgiveness and the blood on the cross and all that. And you felt really good for a day, a week, a month, maybe a year, but it probably didn't last that long. And then you just felt like, oh, I ate green peas. Oh, that's a sin. I'm going to hell. And now you spiraled all the way back down. So in the last video, I talked about beliefs. It's like, if you believe that you have to do something to earn the gift of God, to earn the gift of life, if you believe you have to earn God's love and that you're not worthy, well, you could do all these acts, you could live a perfect life, follow the rules, but the question is, what rules? Catholic rules, the Seventh-day Adventist rules, the Mormon rules, the Christian rules, the non-denominational Christian rules, like what rules are the right rules? Because they're all different. But let's say magically, deliciously, somehow you found a way to meet all the contradictionary rules of all these different churches and groups and religions. Somehow you figured that, and I don't know how to do that, but somehow you did it. And bam, you felt good for a day or two. But then you made a mistake a week later. Oh, now I'm going to hell. See, it's an endless cycle. As long as you believe that you're not worthy of God's love, that you have to do something to be perfect, to pay God off or to buy God off, you're always going to keep falling back into that trap. That's why you have to change that belief inside. You have to realize God loves you for who you are right here and right now. Making a mistake doesn't mean you're going to hell. It means you're not perfect. It means you're just you being you. Now here's the deal. And Christians, yeah, see, you're not perfect. You're not good enough. No, that's not what I said. You are good enough. Haven't you ever loved someone so much that they could literally make a mistake? They could hurt your feelings. They could do something wrong. It wouldn't matter. You still love them. Guess what? God's love is even much more powerful than that. When you go through a true spiritual awakening, you will fall in love with yourself. And that's what I mean. This is a healthy form of love. See, people, oh, what, do you love yourself? So are you telling me that I'm supposed to get other people to love me without me loving me? See, those are external people. They believe you have to convince other people to love you. That's an ego trip. That is the worst form of love. It's not healthy. That's toxic. You falling in love with yourself without trying to convince and make other people love you, that's healthy. If you're trying to work hard to make people approve of you, love you, accept you, that's where the problem is. That's why you're having so many problems. When you fall in love with yourself, you become this ball of love, and you walk out into the world with this loving energy. Imagine a world full of people that are just balls of loving energy inside and out. They're just this loving, emanating energy of love. They just feel good. They feel good about themselves. They feel good about the world. They feel good about life. There's just this loving energy emanating from them. Imagine a world like that versus a world where someone's insecure and they got to attack people that have love, attack people that feel good, attack people and hurt them because, well, I'm not feeling good and screw that person. That's the world we live in right now. So that whole external love thing and trying to convince other people to love you and be good to you and that's clearly not working. And I don't know how you guys don't see that. So stop being nice and start being kind. Be kind to yourself. Create this kind, loving energy within yourself, and then other people will experience that around you. Haven't you ever noticed that when you're in a really, really toxic, negative, crappy mood, you tend to kind of bark at people, maybe even hurt people, maybe even say and do things you regret later? But when you're in this real, peaceful, loving, kind, just wonderful energy that feels good, you tend to do a lot better. You treat people a lot better. You're kinder, your voice is softer, you're just more compassionate, loving, and kind. There is a strength in kindness. It's a good form of strength. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of an exercise here. It's a question pattern I did in the last video, but I realized it was really late in the video, so I'm going to do it right now. So real quick before we do that, I want to remind you there's two ways you can donate to this channel to support this channel. Number one, there's a brand new button that we have. So I joined the YouTube partnership program, so that thanks button, the little heart with the money in there, you can click that and make a donation. Now beneath that in the description box, there's also a PayPal link where you can also donate there too. And another way of supporting this channel is buying one of my dating and relationship books. For men, Cracked Female Code or The Ultimate Package. For women, the two books, Why Men Just Don't Get It and Every Woman's Battle, The Need for Love and Emotional Fulfillment. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to think of a problem that you have in life right now, a limitation, something where you don't think you can do it, you don't make enough money, you don't have the confidence, whatever it is. We're going to throw a questioning pattern on you that loosens things up, okay? For some reason, this absolutely pops them out of it. This is one of my favorite techniques. Obviously, when I'm working with you in person, I can pace you and lead you and see where you're at, the way you're answering your questions. But let's see what happens here, and let's throw the questions out there, and I'll run through it maybe twice, and who knows, maybe something will click. Okay, so think of a challenging situation, a problem that you don't think you can get over, you can't change in your life, or anything like that, limiting belief or something that's bothering you. Think of, we'll call it a problem or a challenge. Okay, here we go. So here's my first question. What would happen if you could get over it? What would happen if you could change this? What would happen if it would get better? So that's really one question. So what would happen if it did? All right, now, what would happen if it didn't change or get better or get fixed? So, what would happen if it did not? Okay, so now, what would not happen if it did not change? What would not happen if it was not fixed? So, what would not happen if you did not change, if you did not fix it, if you did not? So, what would not if you did not? That's right. Okay, so now, what would not happen if you did change? What would not happen if it did get fixed? And now enjoy that feeling inside, knowing that this has shifted. And now take this emotion and feeling and new realization out into the future, maybe a week or 2 weeks or a month into the future where you know you'll have a similar experience. And enjoy this experience that much better, feeling those positive feelings and emotions inside, knowing this is shifted now. Begin to enjoy that moment in the future now, feeling those feelings, seeing things the way you see them now, and hearing things in a way that are much more enjoyable now. Now take that new realization, the new understanding, the new awareness, and the new emotions and feelings, and go a little bit further out into the future, maybe 5 days, maybe another week, maybe 10 days, into another experience that may be similar to the ones in the past, where now you bring these new emotions, these new understandings, this new perspective into that experience, and notice how much better that experience feels now. And begin to notice how much this shift feels better. Alright guys, God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment. And remember, you can always make a donation. There is a brand new little heart thank you button there. Just click the 3 dots to the right, and a little $sign in the heart. And you can always leave a donation into PayPal. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. Alright guys, remember to click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.